Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is the 21st snowflake of the 25. Now this one is a smaller one, but it's still just adorable. It's a 3 round snowflake and we got our 6 points. And for round 1 we just consists of some single crochets, and then round 2 we single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, or 2 single crochets, chain 3, 2 single crochets, chain 3, and then round 3 is where we get all these chain loops and then the little picots at the top. Alright, so what you're going to need, of course, like I always tell you guys, you can use yarn if you want, and if you choose to use yarn, just use whatever hook that yarn recommends. But for mine, I'm using a size 10 crochet thread from Red Heart and a 1.75 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to need your scissors, a stitch marker, and then you're going to need needles to weave in the ends. And for mine, I'm using number 22 DMC needles from Walmart that are in the embroidery and cross stitch aisle right by the right by the embroidery floss. I can't get my words out. All right, and after the next 5 snowflakes, which is just the last 5, I'll have the starching video for 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Only 5 left. Can you believe it already? Okay. So get your guys' supplies together and let's get started. Alrighty, to get started with our 21st snowflake, we're going to get a slip knot on our hook. And we're going to start with a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now come back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back down to the very first chain to form a ring. Or, well, slip stitch into that first chain to form a ring. Alright, we're going to chain 1. And then working over our tail. Oh, let me zoom in for you guys. There we go. Working over our tail, we're going to work 12 single crochet into the ring. So we just chained 1. I'm going to go right into the middle of that ring and start 12 single crochets. I'm going to stop because I just about forgot to mark that first single. Alright, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm stuck there, 11, and 12. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch to that first single. And we're going to chain 1. I'm going to give this tail a little bit of a tug, not too much. I don't want it to close. Okay, so to move on to round 2, we're going to single crochet right back into that very same single crochet that we just slip stitched into. So go right in there with a single. Now I'm going to stop and mark that. And we're going to single crochet into the next single. Now we're going to chain 3, 2, 3. And now we're going to single crochet into the next 2 singles. And that's the repeat. Single into the 2 single crochets, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single into the next 2 singles. 1, 2, 3. Next 2. 1, 2, 3. single crochet into the next 2, and here 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2 single crochets left, and we single crochet into those 2, and now we chain 1, 2, 3, and we should have 6 chain 3 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one I just made is 6. So we slip stitch to the very first single, this thread gets really tangled up pretty easily. It's like it sticks to itself. Okay, so that was round 2, and now we're going to move on to round 3, which is the final round already. Alrighty, so for round 3, we're going to start with a chain of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from our hook. So I'm going to hold my 4th and go right into the 3rd chain. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to slip stitch into that single crochet right next to the very first one of our round. We're going to slip stitch right into that next one. And then into that chain 3 space right there, this little one right here, we're going to work 2 single crochets. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to come right back in it with 2 more singles. Oops, about lost that. Ah, there. So right like that. So now we're gonna start our repeat again. Around, I can't get my words out today, guys. We're gonna start the repeat again, which is slip stitching into the next single crochet. Chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain from our hook. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Come down here and slip stitch into that very next single crochet. And then go straight into that chain 3, and we're going to work 2 singles. 1, 2, chain 2, 2 singles. And that's it. And that is what we're going to repeat all the way around. Slip stitch into your next single, chain 10. Oh, excuse me. Chain 10, slip stitch into the 3rd chain from hook, chain 7. So chain 10, slip stitch in the 3rd, chain 7. So we come back down, slip stitch into that very next single, and then go straight into the chain 3 loop with 2 singles, chain 2, 2 singles. Start it over again, slip stitch into the next single crochet, chain 10, slip stitch into the 3rd, chain 7, come back down and slip stitch into that next single. Go straight and get out of there. Go straight into that chain 3 with 2 single crochets, chain 2, 2 single crochets, and we're back to the beginning of our repeat. Slip stitch into that first single crochet, chain 10, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys finish this round off camera, and I will be right back when I get to this last chain 3 loop, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming back around and I'm to the last little chain space right here, and I just worked my chain 10, so I'm going to go right into here with my 2 singles, chain 2, 2 singles, and now all I'm going to do is get out of there, come straight up here, and I'm just going to work a slip stitch right into that same slip stitch that we started the round with, or the best I can anyway. Get in there. Oh, I thought I had it. There. No, I didn't. I'm scared I'm going to run the crochet hook under my fingernail, and that hurts. Come on now. There. Now I got it underneath that slip stitch. Slip stitch to the first. Chain 1 and pull up a loop. Now if you're going to use the little wire hangers, little ornament hangers, you guys can chain 1, fasten off, and weave in your ends. But if you're going to make your hanger like me, we are going to I don't want to go up this because I don't want it to hang from this. So I think what we are actually going to do is chain 1, pull up a loop, cut, and then I think we're just going to weave in that end and start a new place to hang from that chain 2. So I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to weave in both my tails, and then we're going to start a new little hanger from one of these chain 2 points. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten my ends all weaved in. So what I'm going to do is just take a piece of my thread, take a long piece, cut that, hit it on my hook or my needle. There we go. And now I want to hang it from a chain 2 space right here. So I'm going to get my needle right in, oops, I dropped it, right into that chain 2 point. And I'm going to pull this closer. Okay, now I'm going to come right into the back and weave in these in this end anyway. And now go back through a couple stitches to lock it down. Okay, now I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to take this end and get it on my needle. Okay. And now I'm going to go right into that same chain 2 space. Bring it to the, oh, I didn't go there. Now I'm through it. Once that little tail pops out, I'm going to stop, pull my needle closer to the end of that, and then I'm going to gauge the length of the hanger. Pull that in a little. I think that's a good length. Hold that, and now I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Weave it through a few stitches. I have lotion on my hands and my fingers keep sliding off the needle. skip a stitch and come back. There we go. Cut. And there's our little hanger. Now this is another little one. I think this is just too cute. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Keep an eye out for the starching tutorial for the last 5, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. There. And then we're done. Holy cow, I can't believe that already. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think. And check out my description box where I got all kinds of links down there for you guys. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.